Have you ever noticed that the most peaceful souls often carry a quiet, reserved demeanor? It's the hidden strength of those who carefully choose their words, maintaining a personal sanctuary amidst the world's clamor. In a society that urges us to bear it all, discretion and restraint emerge as the pinnacle of wisdom. Stoic philosophy recognized long ago that words can be both a source of power and a fatal weakness. Especially between the ages of 50 and 75, life imparts profound lesson. Not every secret needs to be unveiled. Privacy is not merely about concealment. It's about mastering self-control, upholding dignity, and cultivating inner peace. In an era where personal information is so easily exposed, the art of discretion becomes an invaluable virtue. Today, we'll explore 8 things you should never share with anyone. Timeless Stoic principles to safeguard your tranquility, protect your honor, and navigate life with unwavering resilience. These tenets don't advocate isolation, but rather the cultivation of strength, self-respect, and the discernment to know when silence speaks volumes. Therefore, before you divulge a private thought, ask yourself, does this truly serve my well-being, or am I surrendering a piece of my power? Join me as we delve into the wisdom of keeping certain matters private and why it fosters a more fulfilling and resilient life. If these insights resonate with you, please share your thoughts in the comments. And now, let's begin. First, personal finances. Money, a sensitive yet unavoidable subject, becomes particularly pertinent as we approach our 50s. Financial privacy, more than ever, is the golden key. The philosopher Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Whether you've achieved financial stability or are still striving for security, Stoicism teaches us that true wealth lies not in numbers, but in self-sufficiency and contentment. So, why keep your finances private? Simply put, money, regardless of its abundance or scarcity, alters how others perceive you. If you're wealthy, you risk being seen as a resource rather than a person. Friends and family may expect favors, loans, or financial support, turning kindness into obligation, breeding resentment, and corrupting genuine relationships. Conversely, sharing financial struggles may invite pity, judgment, or even disdain. In a world that often equates success with material wealth, people may assume you made poor choices or failed in some way. But as Seneca reminded us, it is not the man who is too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Your worth is not defined by your bank account, but by your character, wisdom, and actions. Maintaining financial privacy safeguards your dignity and autonomy. It shields you from unfair judgments and prevents your wealth or lack thereof from defining you. The less people know about your finances, the freer you are to live on your own terms, unburdened by expectations or external pressures. As the adage goes, money talks, but wealth whispers. True prosperity needs no proclamation. Whether you have much or little, keep your finances private. In silence, there is strength. 2. Family secrets. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Marcus Aurelius. Family is both the ultimate source of strength and the most formidable challenge. The bonds with parents, children, siblings, and relatives are woven to the years of life, intertwined with love, sacrifice, and unavoidable moments of tension. Every family harbors hidden corners, misunderstandings, and untold stories. The wise understand that not all family secrets should be exposed. Because once trust is broken, it is difficult to mend. Sharing private disagreements and conflict with outsiders is akin to inviting judgment, gossip, and interference from those who do not understand the depth of your family's history. Issues that could have been resolved peacefully become fodder for public ridicule, and wounds that could have healed are deepened by the words of bystanders. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control the words or actions of others, but we can control how we react. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Epictetus. In family matters, silence is often the path of wisdom. Speaking excessively about internal conflicts not only damages relationships, but also robs members of the dignity and respect they deserve. Keeping family matters private does not mean avoiding problems or suppressing emotions. It means handling them discreetly, resolving them directly rather than exposing them to the world. As we age, we often look back on mistakes, moments of regret, and unresolved tensions. But by protecting the sanctity of family, we create a healing space where relationships can thrive without the burden of gossip. Honor your family not by recounting their difficulties, but by preserving their trust. In a world where exposure has become the norm, silence is the pinnacle of wisdom. 3. Personal health and medication. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Health is one of life's greatest equalizers. No matter how strong, successful, or wise we are, we cannot escape the wear and tear of time. As we approach 50, managing health becomes a top priority. Some face chronic illnesses, others rely on medication, and many need treatments to maintain their well-being. While health is a widely discussed topic, details about personal medical history are best kept private. Why? Because revealing too much about medication or treatments can change how others perceive you. The moment you disclose an illness, you risk being seen through the lens of your condition, rather than as a whole person. Conversations that once revolve around experience and wisdom may shift to discussions about symptoms, treatments, and health concerns. Although others may have good intentions, this shift can limit you. You are not just a patient. You are a person with a lifetime of knowledge, skills, and contributions. Furthermore, sharing health worries often invites a barrage of unwanted advice. Friends and acquaintances may suggest alternative remedies, strict diets, or miraculous methods, often lacking scientific basis. While these tips may come from a place of kindness, they can be overwhelming, misleading, or even dangerous. Stoicism teaches us that external circumstances, including health, are not entirely within our control, but our reactions are. Sometimes, even to live is an act of courage. Seneca. Another important reason to maintain privacy is to protect peace of mind. When others know too much about your health, they may worry, judge, or pity you unnecessarily. Some may treat you differently, assuming limitations that do not exist. Others may view your struggles as weakness, when in reality, managing health challenges requires incredible resilience. By keeping medical issues private, you control your own narrative. You decide how you want to be seen, not through the lens of others' anxieties. This does not mean you must suffer in silence. Seeking professional advice and confiding in loved ones is essential, but broadcasting health struggles to the masses often does more harm than good. Stoicism teaches us that strength lies not in lamenting burdens, but in bearing them with dignity. Your health is your own. Protect it both physically and mentally. Share wisely. Guard your peace, and remember that your true self is greater than any condition or treatment. 4. Honor, protecting your reputation. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. Honor isn't something you demand. It's something you earn. It's not built on words, but on actions, cultivated through a lifetime of discipline, integrity, and quiet strength. As we move into our 50s and 60s, we may have achieved much, raising families, building careers, contributing to our communities. But the Stoics teach us a vital lesson. True honor needs no proclamation. In a world obsessed with recognition, it's tempting to share our accomplishments, to remind others of what we've done. But the more we seek validation, the more we risk diluting the respect we hope to maintain. Honor is like a flame. It shines brightest when steady and unwavering, but too much wind can cause it to flicker and die. Seneca warned against the need for others' approval. To seek admiration from others is a sign of an unstable mind. If your worth depends on recognition, then it isn't truly yours. It's borrowed, fragile, and subject to the opinions of those who may not always be supportive. The Stoic path is one of quiet confidence. Let your actions speak for themselves. Let your legacy be felt, not flaunted. Moreover, constantly talking about your achievements can create unintended consequences. It can breed envy, foster resentment, or make others feel inadequate. A person who continually reminds the world of their successes risks being seen as boastful, not honorable. Respect isn't demanded. It's freely given by those who recognize true virtue. By keeping certain aspects of your life private, accomplishments, contributions, personal victories, you safeguard your dignity. You allow others to see you for who you are, not just what you've done. Ultimately, the most respected individuals aren't those who proclaim their greatness, but those who carry it with quiet grace. Honor isn't performance. It's a way of life. Live in a way that commands respect, and you'll never have to ask for it. 5. Offenses, letting go of past hurts. If someone can provoke you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. Epictetus. Insults, slights, and moments of humiliation. These are unavoidable parts of life. No one walks through the world unscathed. We are misunderstood, criticized, and sometimes deliberately hurt. But the real question is, will we carry these wounds or will we choose to let them go? The Stoics understood that clinging to past offenses only deepens our suffering. When we replay the words of those who have hurt us, we allow them to live rent-free in our minds. We empower their insults, turning fleeting moments of contempt into lifelong burdens. But why let the careless words of others dictate your peace? True strength lies in letting go, in refusing to be defined by past offenses. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Talking about past insults, revisiting old wounds, and seeking validation from others only strengthens their hold on us. Each time we retell a painful story, we reopen the wound, keeping the pain fresh. Others may sympathize, but they cannot lift the burden from our shoulders. Only we can choose to release it. Forgiveness, in the Stoic sense, isn't about excusing others. It's about liberating ourselves. It means deciding that the past no longer controls our present. It means recognizing that insults say more about the giver than the receiver. By keeping these experiences private, we give ourselves a space to heal in silence, undistorted by external opinions or misplaced pity. Carrying anger is like chaining yourself to those who have hurt you. Letting go is reclaiming your freedom. The choice is ours. As you continue your journey through life, remember that wisdom isn't just what we know, but what we choose to keep private. Silence isn't weakness, it's strength. What we guard in privacy often holds more power than what we share with the world. By protecting these 8 aspects of life, you safeguard your peace, dignity, and autonomy. If this video resonated with you, let us know. Comment with 1 if you found it profound, or 0 if you felt otherwise. Your thoughts matter. And if you believe in the value of inner strength and quiet wisdom, consider liking this video and subscribing for more content on Stoic philosophy and timeless life lessons. Stay mindful, stay resilient, and remember that true power comes from within. And finally, I sincerely thank you all for taking time to watch this video. If you find it helpful and meaningful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support me in creating more quality content. Thank you very much.